Flames get transitioned back to a little bit of a more normal game week. How does that kind of help prepare you getting into like the home stretch for the conference season?
Yeah, we've not had obviously anything really normal a lot this year with a lot of changes. I think our team is excited about being back on Saturday and having a routine. We'll be able to do that for the next at least 3 weeks, and so hopefully it's something that stabilizes a little bit. We've obviously had some ups and downs, but our practices and things, our preparation, get ready has been good, and I think they're maybe relieved to be back on a normal schedule.
Had a few extra days since the Jack State game Wednesday. How was the schedule? You take a couple of days off. I know you had yesterday off as well too.
Yeah, well, we took we practiced or we brought the team in Thursday, lifted. We watched the video, cleaned that up. Practiced Friday, a lot of fundamentals. Game off Saturday, practiced Sunday, and Monday. We had to give off yesterday because we had some intensive classes where guys were there 8 to 5 all day long. We just couldn't make it work. I think from a fundamental standpoint, obviously you get a little jump start on your opponent. One of the things that we needed to clean up, not only from last week, but the past couple of weeks, it's been good, and so now we've got to hopefully this extra time we'll be able to fix those things that Liberty's going to be Liberty.
What's the health of the receiver look like now heading into this week?
We're hoping Tyson Mobile will be back. He'd be the only one. That's what it sounds like right now. Sibley potentially. He'd be maybe a game time Thursday potential decision whether he goes or not. We just have to see. But Mobley is practiced some. We just got to make sure he gets completely cleared. But Reese will be out.
Middle Tennessee's fighting for bowl eligibility, coming off the first road win of the season. What are some of the things you've seen about them on tape?
Well, I think one, they're really good defensively. If you look at most of their scores, they're really good. Obviously, he's a defensive coach. They do a great job. They play hard. They're very physical. Their quarterback's a really good player. They got a great tight end who's been out, but he'll be back for us, is our assumption. They got a really good receiver. Now, they've struggled to score consistently. But as we've seen, with the quarterback, he lit us up last year. So I think they've got some good players. They're young, but they play hard. They're hungry, and the thing that I've noticed is that they necessarily don't beat themselves, which is opposite us. So we've got to go play a clean game and play well if we're going to have a chance to come out of there with a victory, because they're going to play really hard, and we need to build off of the 4 quarters that we just played.
You mentioned kind of after Jack State that you felt like things were heading in the right direction despite the 2 losses. How's the last few days been in practice? Have things kind of continued on that trajectory?
Yeah, I think obviously the team is disappointed, and coaches are about not in last week, but just the last couple. And truth be told, it was coming. I mean, as a coach, even when you were 5-0, you saw it coming because we just weren't maybe playing together the way we needed to in all phases. And I thought last week I was encouraged because we did play hard. We encouraged each other. We were pulling for each other hard, and it didn't work out. When you go back and look, we had 2 4th and 1s that we easily could have made inside both inside the 20. From opportunities there. We had a couple 3rd downs right out at halftime that are makeable 3rd downs, and we just didn't do some things that we needed to. And partly that, in my opinion, is because you don't get to when you've not played the game the right way all year long, when you've only been halfway, I don't say halfway in, but played a quarter here, 2 quarters here, 3 quarters here, when you really need to make those plays, you're not done in pressure situations, and that showed up. And so, but our guys have learned from that, and I know they want to go out and become bowl eligible. It's a big deal for us, and continue and to hopefully play well.
What kind of response have you seen from Salter?
Yeah, I think he understands that he maybe has not played the best that he needs to. Also, some guys around him have played the way they're capable of as well. I think it's been just one of those things where we've just not played well together offensively in certain ways, and so I think he realizes that. I think he wants to be better, and he's working hard to be better there. And as far as making the plays that he can make that we've not made, but also, just being more of an encourager, leading those guys there. I thought he did a really good job, better that last week than he has in a while. And so, but now you got to do it again. You didn't get the result you wanted, and so do we give up, or do we keep saying, hey, no, this is who we're going to be? And so he's had a good week so far.
Seems like the passing game's been a little inconsistent throughout the year. I think part of that maybe due to his inconsistent play, but also, just a revolving door at receiver.
I think there's a little bit of both of that. There's some, if you go back and look, there's some plays he'll tell you he missed, there's some throws that he easily makes typically and he's not made, whether that's whether him rushing, whether that's maybe filling some stuff in the pocket, whatever it may be, some of the throws that we know that he can make, he's not made. Other things is, we've got guys, at certain places, the coaches put them in position, maybe we run the wrong route, maybe we don't run the right depth. It happened to us, we on a third down, we run the route the wrong way, and it's a first down, and then on the interception there at the end, we run the route short, and so little things of that add up. And so quarterback maybe not making the throws necessary, but when he's ready to make them, we don't run the route. There's just a lot that happens, and part of that has been because of injuries, and I bet you we've had maybe 3 weeks all year where we've had guys that have actually practiced and been able to play, and receiving and passing game is such a timely thing, and so but guys are there, the guys are open, so we feel like we're scheming things to give us an opportunity on those things, and it's not been able to make that happen. And so it's frustrating because they're there to be made, and you make some of those, and this conversation might be a lot different.
Even we've got a couple online. Go to Ed. Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, Jamey, one of the things that CJ and Quinn both mentioned after the Jacksonville State game was just attention to detail elements. And you touched on that a moment ago. Have you noticed a greater attention to detail since you guys have come back from practice in the last week?
Well, I've noticed more people over in the building, which has been good. Technology is a great thing, but hey, we can watch video at home, and all this stuff. I've noticed more guys over here doing some things together, which is good to see. Hold each other accountable and making sure that their job and what they do, they can do it to the best ability. So that's been a positive. And the only way that's going to, whether that's going to work or not, we got to do it when it matters in the game on Saturday. But I have seen an increase in more guys through the building as far as after practice and those things, and wanting to, on their off day, more guys over watching, doing some things. So that's been encouraging.
Is there a correlation to that? Obviously, you're focused one game at a time, just this weekend, not the entire rest of the way. But is there a correlation to that? Guys being in the building, that added attention to detail in terms of your encouragement that this team will finish the season out the right way?
Well, I definitely believe we can, and that obviously gives me hope that we will. But also, I think I think guys are disappointed and like, hey, that's not what we've been able to put on the field. They know we're better than that, and for whatever reason, we've not been able to clean that up. And I think our guys are tired of that. I think they're ready to, hey, we know we can play at a higher level, and so we know we got a lot out still to play for, obviously out there, but also I know they realize that with where we're at, man, we just got to make sure we get our best this Saturday and give us a chance to get that sixth wing at that eligibility. Let's take the next one as they come. But they are hungry, and I think more to prove that we're better than what we've shown.
Got time for one more for Coach. Go, President.
You're good.
I'm good.
Anybody else?
All right. We're good.
Thank y'all.